guys, welcome back. Sorry again for the long break again, as usual. Life just gets in the way, but yeah, back for another video anyway. So today we're going to be looking at something I picked up a couple of months ago now or so. Really lovely piece. Basically the main video is all about this jerkin, so this leather jerkin. This particular example is a 1941 dated, so June of 1941. Steingold and Company and Co. is the maker. Number 2 size as well. I'll put a picture of the label probably near the end of the video, but I'll go through the sort of ins and outs of it through the main video. So yeah. So if most of you are familiar with the jerkin, you'll know roughly what its main purpose is. The jerkins have been used by the British Army for quite a while, for a good few years, prior to the Second World War and prior to the First War as well, in one form or another. At the outbreak of the First War, during the first winter, troops were issued using something which basically was like a sheepskin, which was warm, but the smell was appalling and it restricted movement quite a lot. So later on they replaced that completely with the leather jerkin. Much more easier, still keeps you warm, same amount, waterproof, great for the sort of conditions you're in with the mud, etc. And it gave you a lot more movement with your arms, etc. and torso wise as well. Great bit of kit, absolutely great bit of kit, and definitely keeps you warm. As I said, this is a Second World War example. They do differ from the First World War examples. A great comparison video, actually, I would say, is from Simon on the Rifleman Moore channel. There's a great comparison between a Great War type and a Second World War type of jerkin. I really recommend. I'll put a link in the description to that video for you to go check out, because it's a great one between the two. But this video itself is just basically just focused on this one. When I did get it, some of the buttons had become brittle and had cracked and had broke. It's due to its age. It was made in 1941. It's over 70 years old, so it's that's given. But it's over 70 years old. Yeah, but yeah. Sorry, sidetracked. But yeah, I had to replace some of the buttons. So the one at the bottom is still one of the original ones, of sort of like a Bakelite kind, but actually when it breaks, they look like minstrels inside because the brown colour. Bit of sidetrack, but yeah. So that's one of the originals. The 3 at the top are all replacements. As close as I can get to the colour as I could, really. I might replace them again maybe in the future, but I think they do the job for now. Yeah, I've got it set up on mannequin here with equipment and that set up, but I will, after this cut, I will remove that and then we'll go through my other details. So this one, all the points for where the buttons are attached and where the buttons go through, and so the buttonholes are all reinforced with leather. It's like a felt wall lining inside to keep you warm, and obviously with most jerkins it's sleeveless and is cut to about, say, just below, so it will cover your lower parts, etc., just below the waist. So it really gives you great warmth, great comfortability. They are. I've slept in one of these, not this one in particular. I slept in another one I have, and they're great. They keep you warm, way better than a blanket, I'd say, especially if you're outside. So this will come very handy for the Montes Men trip I will be taking part in next year. So that'd be really great and a good thing for this as well. So yeah, so that's the front. I'll quickly do a cut here and I'll take off the equipment and we'll have a look at it in its entirety. I just want to give you an idea of what it would look like with equipment on, etc. So yeah, so see you in a sec. Okay, now I've got the equipment off and we can see the jerkin in its full entirety. Great bit of kit. I really recommend if you're ever doing First War or Second World War British, or even post-war as well, early post-war. It's a great bit of kit to get. It keeps you warm. It's great for utility work, so for day work, say for digging split trenches or working on vehicles, etc., or working with large equipment. that could be oily, etc. It's great because it's white clean as well, and it stops your uniform getting dirty. Yes, your sleeves are exposed, but generally, sometimes you might be in short sleeve order, and then you'll be wearing this as well, just as like a workman's jacket basically. A lot of these after the war as well, picked up in civilian use, were used as workman's jackets, and they got used until they could be used no more basically. So it shows you their utility and their usefulness within the civilian market as well, and use as well. So as I said from the last part, 4 buttons on the breast, overlaps to the side, and as normal sort of male to female button ups do mainly. I've got the open collar at the top just so you can get more breathable room. Goes down to just below the waist. I'll spin it around just to the side, just got the arm. So this is a double pleat seam, if that makes any sense really. So it's like a triangle piece which has been put in to then allow more movement within the arm and under the armpit as well. So a nice bit of room under the armpit to give a bit more breathability. And then, as I said before, it's like a triangle piece which has been sewn in to then allow for the it to sort of flare out towards the bottom. Great bit of kit. This is where certain items within the First World War examples differ within how this is constructed. And there's also there's also many variations within the Second World War ones. There were ones specifically made for female members of different the forces, in the ATS, etc. That allowed a more sort of bit more material was up towards the top, basically to accompany a bust, basically. If I get one of the examples, I will show it as well and compare the two as well. They're very nice examples, but you can tell which one was meant for a female and which one was meant for a male. Yeah, so that side, I'll just turn it around to the back. I think this is sorry. So that's also main plain back. So this was mainly made from I would say 2 large pieces and then small bits in between to thing up the attaching points, etc. So some examples have a seam down the middle. Some of them have a seam across here. Notably, then more likely the First World War example, but it depends. This is one large piece. It's basically making it easier and quicker manufacture, basically. It's a lovely example. So yeah, on the seam at the top, and then there's 2 separate pieces which are used for the shoulder for the attachment points to attach the 2 larger bits of leather together. So one across there and one across the other, a bit like epaulets in a way. But yeah, and then obviously large seams down the side, so I explained before on the other side, so exactly the same. Okay, I'll cut here, I'll switch it inside out, and then we'll have a look at it in the inside. Okay, now we're looking at the inside. As I said before, the buttonholes and where the buttons are sewed onto the jerkin, all reinforced with little bits of leather as well, to give it more that rigidity and strength, so it doesn't tear, etc. Over time, things do wear, obviously wear, and thread does come loose, etc. But it is repairable. But this gives it a lot more lifespan, especially for, again, as I said, for its age. It's a lovely piece and in a great condition as well. So we have one of the makers, well, one of the War Department marks. So War Department, Broad Arrow, and 443. It might be the stock number, I think, or 413. I think it might be the issue number. I think it's 413. Yeah, sorry. And then down here is the item label for the size and the maker, etc. So jerkin leather number 2, size number 2, height 5 foot 7 inches to 5 foot 10 inches, breasts over jacket 37 inches to 37 inches to 43 inches. I did have a script, sorry, and I can read just about. M. Steingold and Co. June 1941, and the board arrow just below that. Sorry, I do. When reading out loud, it's apologise. So yeah, so that's just that side. Very, as I said, it's sort of like a wool felt for the inside to give you insulation and warmth, and it's especially unlike battle dress as well. It's not. People assume this will always be itchy. It's not really. It's really not. Obviously, it will be probably a bit uncomfortable just to wear it on just your skin, but also wear something underneath that. But generally, it's a very, very good insulator. Very, very good. So yeah, I'll quickly just turn it around to the side so you can see the inside seams. So that's the inside. Here's the triangle piece of leather which reinforces the armpit, so it stops it from tearing. There's a little bit of wear within the thing, but again, it's from 1941, and for this age, as I say again, it's still in good condition. There's the triangle piece which was put in to reinforce, to attach the two side pieces, and obviously to flare it at the bottom to give you more room, movement around your legs. That's on that side, and again exactly the same on the other side. So on the back, it's much the same sort of deal. We have one seam here for the felt lining to be on the inside, and that's really covers it. So yeah, turn it around back to the front. So that's that. I'll do a cut on the end of a close-up of the label as well. I'm still trying to get into sort of, with this editing sort of stuff, I'm trying to incorporate maybe pictures within the video, me talking over, but it's very time consuming with the equipment I've got, really, so that's hopefully that'll be in the future somewhere. But yeah, so that's that. So I really hope you enjoyed. Hopefully I can get maybe another video out before the end of the week, and hopefully you enjoy that. That will probably be on another one of the ovens I picked up recently. I picked up quite a lot recently with lockdown, basically having a lot more spare cash than I usually would, which is lucky really. I know a lot of people have been unlucky with jobs, etc. But staying there. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all staying safe still. I know some things are opening lately, like the hairdressers are opened and pubs are open recently. So stay safe, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.